guards. Booker was a bit of a hot commodity, one of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning-quick release on his jump shot.
Ball. He's guarded by Knight. Ball. No good from outside.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Bledsoe kicks to Booker. Teardrop shot. Here's Warren. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Warren's got the game going with his first points of the game for Phoenix. The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. It's off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Ball. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. There's the triple. No good from Bledsoe.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Ball. No good with the triple.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shot, high post. Len grabs the board.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Bledsoe, here we go. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thank you, Doris.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach.
Here's Ball. Hits the three-point bomb. Baller's got 8 points.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. A nice shot by Booker. And Clifford in his 3rd year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
And the shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ball. And the call will be against Alex Len. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Courtney Lee.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Teletovic. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Marvin Williams. The Suns shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33 and 49 just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He's been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Now, here's Price. The floater, rebounded by Lamb.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the results.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce. And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
Hornets leading by 3, and it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. From deep, Williams, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field. Was eventually shut down for the year.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
No coverage that time. Tucker's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Watching P.J. Tucker, he does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
Baller, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. And the Suns making a change here as well. Chandler's checked in.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tucker. And that misses. That would have put him up. Ball guarded by Price. Here's Ball. He got it up that time.
All right, sir.
And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly, he talked about how important that is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach.
Don't you need a player like this, of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Len, Chandler out there with Warren. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Booker in at the two-guard spot.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side, trying to come up with a few more steals.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Charlotte. John Lure, he's checked in for Phoenix.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth, a very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Now Bledsoe. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. From the arc, finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Well, Phoenix did have a strong bench, best scoring bench in the NBA in terms, Clark, of points per minute play.
Yeah, and you know, it really helped them, that bench strength, keep the pace of the game up. They were 3rd in the league in fast break points last year.
And the Hornets with possession here after the Suns pick up 2. Booker pulls it in.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Well, for San Antonio, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. You talk about great trios in NBA history, the Spurs trio, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, last year moved into the #1 spot for career winning percentage for any 3 active players. Shaq, how long will it be before we see something like this again?
Well, the trio in the Spurs model has been synonymous with success. That's right, Ernie, synonymous. I don't know how to spell it, but it sounded good, so I hope you understand. Synonymous.
Sounds awesome.
It's going to be a long time before we see countless records and
The Spurs play before the hometown crowd here live in San Antonio, Texas. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Utah. And they put 4 for the Nets. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Garay, he's in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Blatch, and it's Bayless in at the 2 spot. And a wide open look for Freak. Let's keep it alive. Blatch, the pass to Bayless. He kicks it to Freak. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his...
Another one. DJ Khaled.
There's nothing like it Here we go with Damian Lillard. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can. But as you know, there's a money ball in each of the 5 racks worth double. That's 25 shots to get a maximum of 30.
And the corner threes are only 22 feet, but the other three-point stations are 23 feet 9 inches. So those are the longest shots.
And to me, the corner shot is the easiest of any of them. So it's important to get off to a quick start here from that corner spot. Maybe get 5 or 6 quick points.
Yeah. And he buries his 5th in a row.
Yep.
Can't get the money ball. Hits for 15. That's 16. Now with 17. 3 of 4 on money balls. And it's 20. He's got 21. He's able to total 21 points in the round. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
Well, Klay's dad was an NBA player, Michael Thompson, but more post player and a center. Klay as a guard, a perimeter player, he's got that beautiful shooting touch.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
Yeah, because one miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3. And then you start racing because you're worried about the clock. And before you know it, you're pretty much out of it. And the young fella, Klay, making it look very easy out here.
2 racks to go.
Yep, that's the stuff right there.
7 straight, he's stringing them together. And now with 16, 9 consecutive makes. He is in a flow.
And a great finish here.
That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes.
And that is the best score of the qualifying round.
He posts a big number, 24 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
It got out of control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Just one shot after another, just continuing to fall. He was in an unbelievable groove.
And so we'll see Stephen Curry.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. You can't over-adjust. It has to be a very minor tweak. But sometimes, a shooter just has one thought that can get him into a good group. A little bit like a golfer. You just want one swing thought, one shot thought. And if you can get to that point during this contest, you can be in good shape.
He's got 9.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
Drains the money ball. Good for 13. Make that 14.
He's dialing it in here, guys. Feeling a good groove.
That's his 5th consecutive make. 19 the score. That's a big 20 points. He racks up 20 points in the round. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
Yeah, Kevin, I'd say it was pretty as a picture or a beautiful postcard. Really wonderful concentration from the first ball all the way to the last one.
Yeah, that's right, Clark. He approached every shot the same. The pace was nice. He never got ahead of himself.
And here we go with Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver, a terrific three-point shooter. Led the league in three-pointers made in 2005 with 226 of them.
He was born in California, raised in Iowa. His mom was a great basketball player.
Excellent factoid. Again from you, Kevin.
He's got to have a 20 or higher.
He's got plenty of work to do, but by no means is that impossible to beat.
No room for error. Maybe just one miss. That's it. And he's done. Out.
Yep, he won't have enough to make the next round.
Nope, just wasn't falling for him here tonight.
Tally up to 16 points. So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go.
This is really a very unique experience for the participant. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
You're right, Clark. It's totally different from a regular game. You're the only person out there. You're firing shots left and right. it's different, and you have to adapt to that different experience and make it your own if you're going to win.
He comes away with 4 points on that rack. 8 points. 9 points.
Take that.
He needs 8 points more. That's 13. He's at 14.
5 points more to stay in it.
Funny ball, no good. 5 more points to stay in it. He's got 16. 17 on the board. Now up to 18. He hits the 20 mark on the nose. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yep, he did exactly what he needed to. If he had a target number in mind, I think he passed it.
I would think so, man. I'm sure he's more than happy with that score.
And so we'll see J.R. Smith. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here.
He'll need 20 points to get to the next round.
Oh, he's got his work cut out for him now.
Ooh, starting to get a rhythm here.
It's off to the races now. That's his 6th in a row. Can't get the money ball. 9 points. He's got 10.
For him to close this out, it's going to take a very strong effort. Otherwise, he's in trouble.
And Clark, he's out.
Not enough to make the next round, Kevin.
Yeah, that's it. It's academic from here.
Kept up a great pace right there. He even left some time on the clock. And 13 is the final score. Thompson's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round. And so we'll see Stephen Curry. The shot clock's at 24 seconds. He better be ready to put up some points in a hurry.
Let's do this.
1 point. 2 points. Now 3 points.
Good rack for him there.
Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. That's 7. He's hit both money balls. 10 points on the board. So it's Kyrie Irving ready to go. Pressure's on. He's got 24 seconds to top the score and move on. The door left open here. He's in good shape. Takes his first there. 2 points. Now with 4. And that's his 4th straight. 6.
Yep, he's starting to get it going. Respectable start here.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry here.
You look at the numbers through the first part of his career. I mean, there's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
I'll tell you one thing. If a player doesn't get into a rhythm and start stringing shots together, it's over quickly.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, but what's so important is that, you just can't waste any time. But you've got to get into a groove early and then keep your momentum going and just rattle off one shot after the next.
4 points. 5 points now. 6.
How about that? He's shuffling his feet a little bit here. He needs to pick up the pace. Come on now.
Now 9 points.
Boy, a nice run here.
That makes it 4 straight for him. 3 racks down, 2 to go.
Ooh, he is getting it done right now.
Up to 15 now. That's 16. Down to the final rack. Makes it to 19. That's a big 20 points. He's got 21. Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive number. He's able to total 21 points in the round. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Well, he really had it going at the end. That's what you call going out